Be strong. Be strong.
Path is definitely clear tonight, and that is the Brickyard. Indianapolis Motor Speedway is the site of tonight, round number 3 of the USRC Sunset Arctic Games Grand National Series, as we welcome you in to the pristine Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the corner of Georgetown and 16th Street in an awesome city known as the Circle City. Indianapolis, Indiana. It is the Brickyard 175 here at this 2.5-mile super speedway. Right now, practice about to wrap up. We're looking at temperatures at 67 degrees, track temp around 71. That is going to change here in just a matter of a minute and a half, as this session will push up 4 hours to 1 o'clock Eastern time. Look for temps probably in the 70s, if not the 80s. Track temp probably going to be about 90 to 100, somewhere in that range. So this track's going to get a lot slicker. Now, tonight they're running the IndyCar oval instead of the NASCAR style oval. The difference? It's not much. It's actually pit road. The NASCAR oval pit road starts right at the wall. On the Indy oval, pit road starts a little ways in. Tonight we have 25 cars as of right now on the grid, so there's not going to be all 43 stalls, so I figured to give these guys a little more leadway stopping to get to pit road. We do the IndyCar circuit to allow more room to slow down, get into pit road. So that's going to be the difference tonight when it is all said and done. I am the captain, Chris Scalo. We welcome you into Indianapolis and what is race number 3 of this fantastic series so far. It has been a wild one, and it's been one that's been dominated by one driver. That driver being Dylan Alt, who dominated last week in week number 2 at Dover, coming away with a victory, and he had to fight for that one. It was not as easy as it might have looked as the first race of the season. And tonight he's fastest right now in practice again, but that does not mean this race is automatically handed to him, because as a matter of fact, with the random draw for qualifying, he's not starting as well as he's been. He's been starting around the top 10. Tonight he's actually going to be down around mid-pack starting this race as the cars come to the grid, and we will take a look at the starting lineup for this Brickyard at 175. That'll scroll across the top of the screen, and due to the random draw last night, Samuel Fontaine on the pole. He will start alongside Zach Helene and Ron Schutte, fresh off a trip from Atlanta Motor Speedway, where his driver Austin Hill finished second today for the Hattori Racing Enterprises Truck Series team. He starts third alongside Justin Laxton. The birthday boy, the 18-year-old Cameron Ingram, becomes legal today. He will start in the 5th position alongside Michael Benedetto. Kevin Anderson, he'll start alongside Andy Moore in the 8th position. Chris Evans, Bill Alt, there's the first of the Alts, starting in the 10th position alongside him. Steven Langenfeld. Nick Jezebowski will start 12th on the outside of Steven Langenfeld there in row 6. Row 7, Travis Sadzillo and Dylan Alt. Row number 8, Jacob Gladulich and Justin Hughes. I noticed a couple cars not gridding, and I'm seeing over here Zach dropped out for some reason. Cedric Ingram and Ben Dunn will start 16th and 17th. Cody Beatty, Sean Peachin will start in the 18th and 19th positions as these cars roll off now. Ralph Fasano, Brian Perry, Ben Pierce will be the 23 cars, I believe, now that are going to start. Looks like Zach dropped out and Telton missed the grid. We'll see how that worked out, but either way, should be a pretty good field. Stinks for Zach. There you see the cars behind the iRacing Ghost 4X pace car as they get ready for 70 laps of racing on the oval here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. These guys have had a couple of days of practice. Let's look now at the weather. 73 degrees, so it's gone up a few degrees. Track temp, though, that thing is skyrocketed from, 71 to 97 degrees. So it is a lot warmer now, just past 1 o'clock Indianapolis time, which is East Coast time in the United States. But either way, pace car. Going to bring them down. You see the 3 of Matthew Telder down on pit road still. He missed the start of this race. So 70 laps, going to make up 175 miles. 3 sets of tires tonight in the pits. They will make at least 2 pit stops, so that 3rd set will be used whenever. And tires do mean a lot here at this yard of bricks. Here we go. Ace car going to hang a left and be in the arms. Samuel Fontaine. As they come to the green flag, they have to wait for the green to go here. It's the only time they have to do that. Otherwise, it goes on the lead. You see everybody checking up, and here we go. Brickyard Racing on USRC, or on Captain TV for USRC and the Sunset Arctic Games Grand National Series. Down the back straightaway, the draft's going to play a major role here. You see Justin Laxton looking to the bottom, Ron Schutte there. Benedetto on his inside as these guys get you want to try to be single file going into turn 3 and turn 1. You do not want to be double file with cars sliding up the track here a little bit. Andy Moore going to lose the position to Cameron Ingram. Almost some 3 wide action back here. Everybody's going to make it off turn 4, and I believe for the first time this season, We will not have a caution on lap 1 of the race. Fontaine leads it. Talking a little bit off the air about cars that seem to have the good luck with the draft or with the draw, and then you got some cars that don't have good luck with the draw, and Fontaine's been one that's had some good luck so far. Lap times here at about 50 seconds. As Justin Laxton coming for the lead. Does he have the draft? Not yet. Fontaine able to hold on as they've pulled about 8/10 on Michael Benedetto. Ron Schutte there in the 4th position. Kevin Anderson in 5th. One car up the track. Keeps it out of the wall. Nice job by Cameron, the birthday boy there. Oh, caution out. Trouble. And is it Ben Pierce? I believe it is for Ben Pierce. Let's see what happened. Oh! Kisses the wall over with the right side. Not so bad. I don't think it's been too terrible damage. Zach, talk to me here and I could try to help you if needed. If you need to, go over into your applications and close it there without, don't withdraw from the race, but close the application and then go in. Trying to get Zach Kalinin and apparently dropped out. That's what he meant by that. Let's see the replay one more time here. I heard somebody apologize. And it looks like that's the 92 or 62 of Brian Perry. Well, Perry kind of chopped the nose down, put Ben in a precarious spot. Looks like just an accidental deal. No harm, no foul. We move on. Ben with very, very slight damage on that car. Pierce coming back this week. He's had a troublesome week. He lives in Alabama, which they've confirmed, what, 19 tornadoes so far on Wednesday? Dylan Alt already up to the 6th position after starting back in the 14th position. See if anybody comes to pit road, maybe tops their tank off. Back there's Jezebowski. Drift. Yep, those guys are going to come in. Here they come. And you see the yellow cones there. That is where pit road starts here for this track. I set it up purposely to give them a couple extra feet to slow down in case they get green flag pit stops in this race. You're going to be a nice guy tonight. But looks like you're going to see about 6 or 7 cars come to pit road here and top off the old fuel cell. Down this back straightaway up to North Chute. Long straightaways here, sweeping corners, all 4 corners, 90-degree turns, banked at 12 degrees of banking. However, all 4 turns are completely different. Fontaine's led all 4 laps so far in this race, as we'll get one to go next time by here. Appreciate the viewers so far watching us. So we've gotten 2 races in so far. They've both been won by Dylan Alt. Matter of fact, the Alt family's pretty much dominated so far. And I'll drag this over, actually, onto the screen for Dan Lisa. And we got some more cars coming to pit road here. Matthew Telder and Drift's going to come to pit road. But here's your point standings right now entering the race. I don't have any kind of graphic for it. But Dylan Alt leads by 12 over his father, Bill. And then Fontaine, 81 points there with Ben Dunn and Justin Hughes. Obviously very early. There's going to be 2 drops in the race. 2 drops in the season, I should say, as we lead up to the Final 4, which will begin at Daytona at race number 12. Shout-outs, of course you can. The Evans clan watching us tonight, Dave Redmond and crew. I'm assuming you guys are up in Canada. Chris Lips, so appreciate you watching us tonight. And hit that subscribe button if you'd like, so you can watch Chris multiple times a week. Runs on Wednesday nights with the Great Lakes Sim Racing and the Ace Racing team, and then of course tonight running that old 00 car tonight. Chris back there in the 10th position right now. All right, so we're going to go back racing here at lap number 7. We'll have to keep an eye on these cars that pitted. If we get a long green flag run here, this could set up to be a one-stop race now for these guys. If you look at it, if you break it down, you're at 64 to go. You'd have to run 37 laps on a tank. No, thank you. To get to the finish of this race. So we'll have to see how that all transpires. What's more important, track, position, fuel mileage, or tires? We're going to find out as they come to the green flag here with Fontaine and Laxton, Benedetto, Schutte, and Kevin Anderson, your top 5. Dylan Alt up to the 8th position from 14th, and here we go. Fontaine will get a restart down to turn 1. Oh, one car kissing the wall back there. I think that was, I want to say that was it was a blue and white car back there. Might have been Langenfeld. I could be wrong. Down into turn 3. The north end of the speedway as they come back to the south end, which runs parallel to 16th Street, literally on the outside of the grandstands right there is that road. You've got some houses and a whole bunch of racing fans. Laxton trying to peek his nose out there, not able to make a move so far. Meanwhile, back here comes Bill Alt, the 7. The Onions Mobile. Looking to make some people cry tonight. Meanwhile, for the lead, Justin Laxton pokes his nose out. Sam's not going to get this up easily, I don't think. But Laxton is going to take it away, the 93 to the front. Justin Laxton not racing last week due to some issues. Back on the track tonight. And looking to make his name as he breaks the draft down there at the bottom. Snaking his way around, and we have one car coming to pit road back here. Matthew Telder, for some reason. A penalty for him or something. Laxton get away from. Oh, Michael Benedetto gets the wall. And Schutte gets close to it. Here comes Alt. Bill Alt's going to go by. Dylan Alt's going to go by. Schutte losing all types of momentum here. I think he kept it off the wall, but unfortunately, you get out of the gas here. That's a whole 5/8 of a mile on a straightaway that you lose all your momentum. On board with Ron. Oh, Kevin turning it sideways. Zach Alina did make it into the race. He is 5 laps down, unfortunately. Ooh, easy run. Kevin's going to hold on to the spot. Ron had to make an evasive. Oh, Sean Peachin caught the grass there in turn 2. You don't want to do that. Look at the draft here, though. All coming into play. You see Laxton's already put a second on Fontaine, so he's definitely showing his speed. Is back here. The alt's going to work. I think Bill let his son go by, Dylan, who's showing the speed again tonight. Go back here. Chris Evans coming into the picture to the inside of Sean Peachin. You pretty much got every car on the lead lap in this pack. Oh, and North flipping the wall with the cat car. Riding on board with the birthday boy Cameron Ingram, started up in 5th, running in the 8th position, or 7th position right now. Check out the speeds. 145 mile an hour. What kind of straightaway speeds we get here? About 190 mile an hour down to turn 1. Oh, shoot, he's up against the wall. I think he'll be able to hold on to her there. But shoot, he's starting to struggle a little bit, that 28 car. And the battle up here for the 5th position is Kevin Anderson. Looking low and going to go past Benedetto for a spot. Great racing out here. Let's go back to Cedric Ingram. Let's check on him, the father of Cameron. Oh, he's in the wall. Or no, or was that him in the wall? I think it was, yes. Harry's going to go by. Going to bring Cody Beatty with him. Cody started back in the 22nd or 20th position now. In this race, 3 draws so far in this random qualifying we've been doing this season. And he has started no better than 23rd, has Cody Beatty. Needless to say, he's ready to throw something at me. Down into turn number 3, the north side of the track. Battle's starting to shape up for second. Here comes Dylan Alt, the dominator so far in these first 2 races. He's trying to get that run, get that clean air on that nose to make the run on Fontaine. Laxton has pulled away to a 2-second lead so far, so 93 car looking really good tonight. Continues to work that draft and snake his way on the bottom of the track. We got a 3-car fight now here for position. You see Cameron Ingram inside of Benedetto. He's going to bring that 0 with him of Evans. Also Sean Peachin. These guys here all working their way up. Evans got to be careful with that apron. Those rumble strips down there will upset that car and de-wedge it. pattern's starting to kind of look very similar here. This Sunset Arctic Games Grand National Series. Every week we get an early caution the first 2 or 3 laps. Then we get ourselves settled in, have a good green flag run. And we'll see how it takes us into the later part of this race. This track is pretty big and can get spread out. And appreciate the viewers watching tonight. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you like what you're seeing, share it with a friend. Share it with some family. Have them come on over, watch some racing. Sean and Chris here, good battle. These two run with each other also over on Wednesday nights in that Great Lakes Sim Racing Series. Ooh, Sean got in there a little tight, it looks like. They're able to hold it off each other. You got to be very careful when you enter side-by-side here at Indianapolis. I always try to, I go, ooh, slider, and I close the door on Evans. Now, I do have a term, and I'm not going to say I created it because, I mean, everybody says it. But it's a term I like to use on the stream when it comes to certain tracks. Like when you're at Darlington, I always like to say you got to know how to Darlington. At Indianapolis, you have to know how to Indianapolis. And what I mean by that is if you have a car that gets a run on you on the inside. Now, I'm not saying you have to yield the position, but it's better for you and that other driver to give up the spot going into the corner. Because if you go in there side by side, 9 times out of 10, the inside car is going to get loose, slide up into the other car, and you're either going to have a wreck or you're going to have the other car that's behind the second car pass the both of you, and you're going to lose 2 spots instead of one person losing 1. You just got to know when to go and know when not to go. You got to be patient to make it to lap 70 in this race. You got to make it past lap 18, lap 19, so on and so forth. Check back here on the 78, Cody Beatty running up here in the 12th position after starting 20th. Running back here behind the Culver's number 19 of Travis Zidlow. I think he was that car earlier, caught the wall by the way. Very tough to pass here. So I think strategy could come into play. Depending on pit stops and stuff, however you want to break it up to use your tire allotment. Oh, Benedetto getting loose off of 1. And that's going to open the door. Beatty's going to take advantage. He's going to pass it Zillow. Go by Benedetto also. So Cody Beatty up to the top 10 now. So up front, 9/10 of a second now from Justin Laxton back to Dylan Alt. That 42 is stalking the 93. You see Bill Alter, you see Fontaine, you see Laxton trying to break that draft. You can kind of Just looking at the flags through the corners. And trouble turn 4. Ben Dunn has had some issues with, I believe, teammates at Zillow. I believe these two are teammates. Ben Dunn coming off his career best run. And the Kool-Aid car is not saying, oh yeah. Let's see what happens here. Happens in the middle of 3 and 4. They both get high up the track. And Ryan White comes in. Oh, net code there. But Tzilla gets into, oh, Ben just clobbers the inside wall. They both have resets, but they stay down on the track, and that keeps the green out. That's why no caution came out. They were both at the inside of the track. And Ben Dunn continuing on the track right now, but that 4 car is destroyed as Dylan Alt has taken the lead from the 93. Let's go back and watch the pass as Dylan, I think Justin said he was just going to let him go, and that's what he does. That right there is how you Indianapolis. Let him go, and how much time did you lose? Not much. All right, as Ben does come to pit road now in that number 4. So he'll likely use his reset, get that fixed. Ryan White losing a position. Is Benedetto going to go by here as they fight 2x2 off turn 4? There's drift back there in that 60, or the 14 getting a little loose. Here comes the 41. Justin Hughes there with Cedric Ingram to his caddy corner, I guess we'd call it. As White goes by in that number 10. Only to 1 caution so far, lap 3. Let's throw up the pit strategy board here real quickly and look and see what we got. So all these cars here that are in the top 8 pitted, or have not pitted yet in this race. The first car that has pitted was Cody Beatty, and he is in 10th right now. And he should be able to go probably 4 or 5 laps longer, which could make this interesting. If Cody and them can get to lap 35 on a tank of fuel, then that opens up this race to become a one-stop race for those cars who came to pit road at lap 5. Battle for second. Here comes Bill Alt. And he will clear Justin down to turn 3. You've heard it the last couple weeks on the stream when they've interviewed Dylan Alt. All he wants to do is beat his dad, and all Bill wants to do is beat his son. And here it is again tonight, the Alt Show. Go back and check out Chris Evans here as he continues to fight with Steven Langerfeld. Sean Peach in there in front of him. Cameron Ingram there in 9th. Lap times, oh, by the way, have fallen off a good 1.5 to 2 seconds in this race. So when I tell you tires are important, tires are important. Next week, these cars are going to be on the road course at Road America. They have had a week of practice pretty much, 2-hour sessions every night. A couple times a few minutes later than promised. Sorry about that. But they have had 4 days of practice at Road America. They're going to get another 5 days before the race next Saturday up in Elkhart Lake, 35 laps. There will be a competition caution in the race. That'll keep, hopefully the racing good. If you remember the Daytona truck race last year, we had 4 trucks within a second on the last 2 laps of the race. So we'll see what we can get out of it. So Fontaine, I think, has worn his front tires out because here comes Kevin Anderson. Kevin and teammate in the 81 car just trying to draft up in that Ford Mustang. There he goes, peeks out the inside. Sam's going to let him go. And Kevin's going to slide up the track. Drove it way too deep into one. Back here to Brian Perry. Brian in the 62 car. Trying to battle with Ryan White for position. Here you see the lap number 4 car of Ben Dunn. Ben back in 23rd right now. He kind of needs this race to go green for a little bit. Worst case scenario, just if he can get a yellow, he'll be the lucky dog. Trying to work his way around Chris Evans. There you see he gets a run on the inside, but that's going to allow Evans to drive off probably. Turn 2 is very tricky on iRacing. It's probably the trickiest out of the 4 turns on this track. Some reason you have to slow down a lot more in turn 2 than you do any other corner on this track. And I don't know if that's because of the wind or the way the track is set up, but it seems like in turn 2 you slow down the most. As a matter of fact, let's slow up for this lap. Let's ride with Langenfeld here. 145 mile an hour right there. Let's watch how much he slows in turn 1 here. The brake lock there. I guess that's going to be hard to judge. Let's go to Sean. Here we go. Sean, 143 I saw there, turn 2 real quickly, but let's ride here with Sean and see if we can get an accurate number here. Now 144 there, turn 3. .146 in turn 4. Yeah, 149 I saw there, turn 1. Okay, watch turn 2 here and how much slower he goes. I don't understand this about this track. 144 mile an hour into turn 2. Something about that track, you just got to slow it down more in turn 2 than any other corner. So Michael Benedetto's on pit road, first pit stops of the race. This is at lap 30, so Benedetto going to break this up, it looks like, maybe in 30 and 30. Or maybe even 30 and 20. And Fontaine's going to come to pit road. .60 mile an hour speed limit. Fontaine's got a little bit of right front damage I see there. Outside tires going on. So these are all the cars that did not pit at the caution. And there goes Gru pulling out of pit road with a 14.6. Ben Dunn, 18.9. He leaves this stall. So let's see if this drags any of the leaders to pit road here. There's Dylan going by turn one. Now, if you can stay within a certain time of Dylan Alt, you can stay on the lead lap here. There you see Fontaine. Look, he's going to come out on pit road in front of the leader. That's Kevin Anderson to pit road. And Lewis Yu overshoots the stall just a wee bit. .14.3, good stop for Kevin, even though he kind of overshot his pit stall. So interesting to see some of these cars pitting at lap 30. You know, seeing who's maybe saved fuel and who has it to make it to the finish in this race if we stay green all the way. Coming to pit road. That's Zillow coming to pit road. Leaders stay out another lap. Doing some calculations in my head here because now I'm starting to wonder if this becomes a one-stop race. Down into the south side of the track. Everybody out for another lap. So lap 35 being complete, halfway mark right now. Here's where you see the fresh tires. Kevin Anderson. As Dylan Alt's going to let him go, so that just shows you the fresher tires. And I think we're going to see some more pit stops right here. Alt's going to stay out another lap. Justin Laxton to pit road. Chris Evans going to come to pit road. Also seeing Cedric Ingram, Brian Perry. So a lot of lead lap cars now doing their pit stops. Now turn 4, they do not have to pit through the short chute and stuff like that. They can come right off turn 4. But however, coming back on the track, just like in real life, they do have to go all the way turn 1 and 2 and come back on the track in turn 2. Ron Schutte, Andy Moore on pit road. Sean Peachin coming in. Cameron Ingram, Steven Langerfeld. This pit road, one of the tightest pit roads in all of racing. However, the pit stall is some of the widest in all of racing. Bill Alt to pit road. So let the strategy come into play here as Onions to pit road. Four tires and fuel and his Evil Knievel pit crew. So we should see Dylan probably next time by if that's the case. Tires and fuel, and he pulls away. So Dylan Alt. And now some of the cars that did pit, and along with Dylan Alt. So Dylan Alt's on pit road, and some of the cars that did pit before the caution going to be coming to pit road right now. So I do the math right there. You're looking at 5:33 laps is what they're going to run. 33 to 34. So this is going to be it's going to be a fuel mileage race if it goes to the finish. So Dylan Alt, 15.2. Gets back on track. Hughes and Ryan White to pit road. So one caution so far at lap number 3, contact with can't even remember now. I usually write it down. I didn't write it down tonight. Slacking off. I was a spin with I'm looking through for the driver. It was the I'm drawing blanks right now in my head. This is not good. This is why you write notes down, Chris, and I didn't write notes down, so I'm slacking tonight. It was Ben Pierce. The 03 car got turned into the wall very slightly, and ever since then, we have been green flagged this whole entire way. Cody Beatty is going to be coming to pit road, and when this is all done, it'll hand the lead back to Dylan Alt, who continues his dominant start to a season. There's Pierce leaving pit road right now. Drift's going to come to pit road, so can these guys get to the finish on fuel? I think so. Four tires of fuel, and they pull away, so as Dylan Alt fastest lap of the race. All right, we're going to step away for a quick second here. Got to take care of bills as you are watching the Sunset Arctic Games Grand Nationals Series here on Captain TV. This is the Brickyard 175. And you can, of course, check out that game on Steam right now. As you saw in the promo, that is Voltic Pistol, made by Sunset Arctic Games and Dakota DeMed. Congratulations to him on that game. Of course, he'll have Echo Blade coming out here in the summertime. Going to be a very fun game. Hope to have Dakota on sometime in the near future for a broadcast or so. Get to talk to him a little bit about the gaming that he likes to create and stuff like that. But a very interesting game there in Voltic Pistol. So on the screen, you see Bill Alt going by Fontaine. That is for second. Justin Laxton going to go by the pole sitter for the third position. Right on screen here as the pit stops have all cycled through. And unlike most networks that air NASCAR races, we do not have a caution in the middle of the commercial. Gotta love it. So that battle goes on, and this battle continues on. Back here on the front straightaway, Sean Peachin, Chris Evans still fighting with Cameron Ingram. These three can't get away from each other. So next week, the official start of the doubleheader here on Saturday nights for both the VOR, Velocity Online Racing, and USRC in the 7:30 Homestead Miami Speedway. And trouble, Matthew Telder is wrecked. Telder is wrecked over in turn 4, backs it into the wall, and the second caution is out. Telder having a rough night, did not get to start the race off the track. Right in front of the leader this happens, oh boy. So for the second straight week, Dylan Alt is in a scare. Last week his front end got completely destroyed. He had to use a reset, worked his way back up, and now Telder comes off the corner, just loses the back end, and oh, Dylan almost got him. Let's look at it one more again. Let's go on board with Dylan. This caution's going to change some things up. Look at this. Woo! And the leaders are all back on pit road. So 25 to go. Everybody should be able to make it from here on fuel. And everybody should use probably a second set of tires here. And that'll leave one set in the pits for later in this race. So tires going to come into play. Dylan Alt's going to win the race off pit road. Bill Alt going to be second. Trying to see who might be the lucky dog here. As Dylan Alt goes screaming past the pace car. Not sure what this is all about. Something tells me he might be stopping on track eventually. Yep, Dylan's still fair up pit road here. This could be a potential bathroom break for Dylan. I called it. Somebody just said on chat he had to go to the bathroom. Drift coming to pit road. So Dylan's going to have to catch back up with the field here after his potty break. And let's see if he can catch the field before they go green here. He's hauling tail up there on the back straightaway. Here comes Dylan flying up the short chute, and I have a feeling that the admins are going to be looking at this after the race. Here we go. Pace car is in, and the alt's going to lead him back to the green flag. Laxton going to fall back into third position. Cody Beatty, Samuel Fontaine, the top five. Back here, Evans going to fall back a spot to Langenfeld. You got the 10 to his inside now of Ryan White. Oh, Evans up in the wall hard off turn 4. He's going to lose a ton of momentum. Racing starting to get more intense here. That's why I'm kind of being quiet. I'm listening to some of the chat. I would put it on the stream, but again, down into turn 3 and 4 here as they will come to 20 laps to go, or 21 laps to go this time by. Justin Laxton running the fastest lap of the race that time by at a 54.22. The top 3 starting to pull away here, and Cody Beatty up to 4th. Mr. No luck in the draw. He's worked his way into the top 5. Samuel Fontaine up to 5th still after starting on the pole in this race. Anderson, Cameron Ingram, Sean Peachin, Ryan White, and Langenfeld. 19 to go as you see Fontaine inside of Beatty. Camaro versus Supra. And makes the pass for the fourth spot. The top three have not let each other go. Oh, back there, I thought it was Cameron Ingram getting a little loose. And that one car, actually it was not, it was Langenfeld back there in that 09. Down into 3 and 4. Now, I was starting to say before the caution came out, you had talking about the doubleheader that kicks off next week officially. We've been doing it the last 2 weeks. But VOR, Velocity Online Racing, going to make their debut here on Captain TV at Homestead Miami Speedway. Race number 1 of season 4 for them. That'll be at 7:30 Eastern time next Saturday. And then following that will be at Road America for the race number 4 of the season for these guys here in the Sunset Arctic Games Grand National Series. And of course, tonight will be the last league race you see until Wednesday. Monday night, there's no IndyCar race because the series is done for a couple weeks. So we'll come back Wednesday and run at the first race of the playoffs. At the Milwaukee Mile. Oh, some contact. Cameron Ingram into the wall. Off the 09. 09 slid up the track a little bit and got into the 1. And Cameron slams the outside wall. That's not going to help things. You see Cameron getting just freight trained backwards. Track temp up to 104 degrees as we're about to pass the 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern time hour in Indianapolis sim time. This track just continues to get hotter and hotter. So the fuel mileage answer is out. It comes down to now who can save their tires enough and have the best long run car to win this race. And if a yellow comes out, who has the best strategy to get the tires and when? So Dillon leads Bill 0.2 of a second. You saw Bill kind of clip the wall about a lap ago right there off turn 4. Cody Beatty getting a little loose. How about Kevin Anderson? Another great run for him in that 81 car. Great job by him tonight. Sean Peachin having another great run. Ryan White having a fantastic run tonight in 8th. And that 10 car doing a great job tonight. And remember, this series now with a playoff rule in play. It's going to be called the Final Four. So basically, as we get to Daytona with 4 races to go. We'll have 4 races to decide a champion after that out of the top 10 drivers in points. A little bit different from an actual chase, but at the same time, it's a chase. So it should be a lot of fun when that gets here. 4 different tracks, 4 different styles, so on and so forth. We'll have Daytona, and then the following week, Watkins Glen. The following week, Iowa. The following week, Chicago. 4 different style tracks. Oh, Bill gets into Dylan and sends him up the track. Father gets in the sun. Big moment in the race as Bill Alt takes the lead. And Laxton, look at this block. Look at the damage on the left front. Dylan's got some heavy damage. Dylan is driving the wheels off that car right now. Not sure that's how Dad wants to beat son, but that's one way to do it. Ooh, Bill getting a little tight there off turn 2. Oh, Dylan in the wall. So the racing just got interesting here at the Brickyard. Now to pop quiz all the viewers today. Anybody know what number car won the Xfinity race in Atlanta today? Just putting it out there. And trouble turn 4, big wreck. Shooty, Cedric Ingram, Chris Evans. And caution is out for the 3rd time. Let's see what happens here. Both of them sliding around on that track. Shooty gets a little loose off turn 3. Come back into turn 4. And caution is out. Just some tight racing off of turn 4. And then the 00 spins a 28 out. Let's watch it again here. Ooh, Benedetto gets a piece. Oh, the 6 ohms. Oh, Drift gets a piece of it too. Let's get a different angle of this. It's actually a lot tighter than it looks. You see the arc by the 0 into the corner. Let's go on board with Shooty. close. Well, anyways, leaders are on pit road, so let's go to this. With 9 laps to go. And Fontaine, 2 tires, stop, going to take the lead. Kevin Anderson, 2 tires, going to come out second. Oh, the strategy. All right, we'll reset the field. We'll come back and get you ready for a restart here, as we will have, it looks like 6 or 7 laps to go as we're watching the Brickyard 175 on Captain TV. All right, back at Indianapolis, the Brickyard 175 about to go green, and strategy has come into play. With 7 laps to go, we're going to get the green. Your leader is Samuel Fontaine. He is on 2 tires. Kevin Anderson, he is second. He is on 2 tires. The rest of the field is on 4 as we get ready to come to the green. And Sam has taken the inside lane. Now, Dylan Auld, who got some damage from contact with his father, is back in the 6th position right now. This is going to get very interesting. And the iRacing Ghost. The iRacing Ghost 4X pace car going to turn left and come to pit road. Here we go. Both cars are on it. Good restart by Kevin. Down to turn 1. They're going to be side by side. Nope, Sam's going to clear him. Can Kevin get to the bottom before Bill gets there? He does. See how if he's loose, not so bad. I thought they were going to get loose there, and Kevin holds on. Dylan Auld up to the 4th position. Here comes Bill Auld. The Onions to the inside. This allows Fontaine to get away about a half second right now. Oh, Bill Auld to the wall with Kevin Anderson. Auld doing a rail slide in turn 1. he gets clobbered by Benedetto, who spins. No caution so far. They continue on. Here they come, the 5 laps to go. Can Fontaine hold off Dillon? Would Laxton say anything? Laxton just won a race Thursday night in the, Wednesday night in the Great Lakes Truck Series. Oh, Sam gets a little loose. He's got to hold him off. Dillon just pushes him down into the corner. Oh, Sam gets loose again. Here comes Dillon for the lead. Coming to 4 laps to go. Laxton getting a run. Here comes Sean Peachin. Fontaine trying to side draft him, not able to. Now going to try to cross him over. Everybody driving as hard as they can here. Sam not losing too much there. Lost a lot there, though. Laxton's going to get a run down the front straightaway as they come to 3 to go. Fontaine going to try to protect, but I don't know if he's going to have much for him. So Laxton up to 2nd, Sean Peachin coming. Cody Beatty up to the 5th spot. Can Laxton do anything with Dillon? Two laps to go, 5 miles. He's stretching that lead out by about a 1/10 or so. And through turn number 4. And Dylan Auld is going to see the white flag this time by. He will be 2.5 miles away from another win on the season. This time, though, at the Yard of Bricks. 2.5 miles to go. Through turn 2, Justin Laxton trying to make any kind of move to get to him. as he comes out of turn number 4. He is going to be 3 for 3 on the season, and a win at the Brickyard. Dylan Alt's going to score the Brickyard 175. So Dylan going to celebrate. We'll get the final results up here on the top of the screen. Dylan Alt has made it 3 for 3 so far on the season. A win in Texas, a win at Dover, and a win now at the Art of Bricks. We will interview the drivers here in just a second. Let's get everything lined up here for the winning interviews on the race and go from there. It was like one of these days figure out how to work Discord. I'm sitting here just messing with things, and it haven't seen Dylan yet enter the Discord yet, so we'll see if he gets in here in a second. Let's we'll get Justin Laxton in here, second place finisher. We'll get Justin down here with us. Justin, a pretty solid week, I would say, for him, winning a race on Wednesday night in the Great Lakes Sim Racing League, and then comes back tonight, a second place run for him. Great battle out there, of course. Nothing to hang your head over. You had a top 5 run throughout the night, a great points night, and a second place run here for you, Justin.
Yeah, I think we might have had something for Dylan. He was extremely fast. And I guess maybe this is just me being new, but I guess I kind of question how a guy can run way past the entire field, park his car in turn 4, let the entire field go a half a track around, and still regain his position under caution. That just doesn't make any sense to me. But it was a great run for the Plaid Dog 835 Chevy. Had a bunch of guys over in our hosted happy Discord, and we've got to remember out there, lap cars matter too.
Well, that's one of those things where I have a feeling the admins will be talking about that this week, because one thing is for sure, iRacing doesn't have any kind of thing about that. And, well, as you know, sometimes I guess maybe you got to take it in your own hands. But that's a whole nother story for another day. Great run for you, though. Obviously, a great momentum as you get to go to a road course. Good road case coming up here. Road course race next week. Sorry, I got distracted by the microphone. Road course race next week at Road America. Looking forward to that as you've get out there and race hard.
Yeah, definitely. I won't be at Road America next week. I got some scheduling conflicts, but that's okay. I suck at road courses anyways. You know how
Don't we all?
So it won't be too much of a loss. But you do a great job up in the booth, Chris. Every race I watch, it seems like you're getting better and better. So just keep at it and keep it up.
No, I appreciate that, man. Nice job out there finishing second. And send shout outs whoever you'd like to.
Yeah, Twitch stream, Plaid Dog 835, Reaper Speed Labs. They sponsor me on a lot of short track stuff that I do. Hosted hopping, you can get some T-shirts. I think it's hostedhopping.com. Otherwise, we'll definitely have a link on the Twitch stream. And just shout out to Seth, Ben, Brandon, all the guys that were over in our Discord helping us out with strategy tonight. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. Great job, Justin. And we will see you in a couple weeks. Be safe. And what's in 2 weeks? I can't remember now. But I think it's Talladega. Anyways, we'll see you then.
Yeah, that'll be fun. See you then.
Absolutely, bud. Second place finish for him as, nothing to hang his head over there. Obviously, a tough race for him as, he had some opinion about some things. And I think that's something that's going to be looked at eventually by the admins and stuff. And we'll see how it all transpires this week. As the admins always look at all the things that go on throughout the week, and if there have to be rules put into play, they put rules into play. Sometimes it takes something to happen for things to happen, as they say in life. As Sam Fontaine joins us, Fontaine, two-tire strategy to try to sneak a win out at the Brickyard. That car was just a little too free for you, it looked like.
Oh yeah, it was. I think it's still a good strategy. I gained 2 spots at the end of that race, so I think it's still a good strategy. I knew that it will be kind of hard to get the win with 2 tires, but yeah, it's worth to try.
Well, you did a fantastic job, obviously, getting that strategy to work. You gained 2 spots. That's all that matters. You get yourself a third, another great points night when it's all over with.
Yeah, and it was a really fun race too. Like, people were super clean and everything, and yeah, that's the goal.
Well, nice job this evening. You can send shout-outs to whoever you'd like to.
Yeah, everyone from Moneymakers who raced tonight. Kevin, Matt, Mike Benedetto, and also for Stefan being there. And for you for the broadcast and the league, man. It's a super league. It's fun. We have clean races, almost no caution, and yeah.
Well, great job this evening, Sam. Proud of you. Happy for you. And we will see you next week at Road America. Go run some road laps.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Sam Fontaine there finishing in the 3rd position. We'll move him back up into the main chat here. And we will get the winner down here, Dylan Alt. And well said, Andy. Dylan Alt joins us. And Dylan, great race. I think your dad tried to help you not win this race. Total accident deal, but talk about that for a second.
Yeah, I was starting to egg him on during the race. I made a mistake. I hit the wall, pushing too hard and having fun. And so I knew my dad was way faster than me. Justin was way faster than me after that damage and stuff like that. So everyone in chat or in our call was egging him on, trying to pass me, and he sent the corner and made a little mistake and doored me, which it was fine, but luckily got a caution and came back and won the race.
I think his words were something like, sorry, I didn't realize where I was, or something like that.
I don't know.
Well, great job out there. Obviously a dominant run, a little tougher for you this week because you had to start all the way back in about mid-pack to work your way up through the field.
It was. I just took my time. I was a lot more patient. But I knew that Indy, we had to save a lot of fuel. I was saving ever since the beginning. I would just manage it, and I would clutch past the start-finish line and then let back off the clutch entering the corner, and slowly caught up to Justin. And yeah, that race was going to be so much fun. But yeah, I just made a little mistake, and yeah, I had to go to the bathroom too. I should have asked if I could actually pass the pace car, but I thought I was just iRacing rules. But yeah.
We did a great job. You got the win tonight, and congrats on that. And send shout-outs to whoever you'd like to, bud.
I would like to thank Lowline and my dad and everyone else, and you for having this league and you broadcasting this.
Absolutely. And for 3 weeks, I got to send you your card for last week still. I'll get you another one made, obviously, for this week. But I will say that breaks your streak of 2 straight times you've mentioned your dad's name without stressing the name Dad. So you broke that streak tonight. So nice job on that, but congrats on the win, man.
Thanks.
Absolutely. So Dylan Alt winning tonight here in Indianapolis, getting that third straight win on the season. So congratulations to him as we get him back up into league chat there also. All right, so we're off to Road America next Saturday for the USRC round number 4 for the Sunset Arctic Games Grand National Series. That should be a fun race coming up next week at 9:45 Eastern Time. We look forward to being a part of that. Next time we will be on the air outside of me racing a little bit will be Wednesday, believe it or not. I get a couple days off again from broadcasting as some leagues are in their break period right now. So we'll come back Wednesday, Great Lakes Sim Racing and their Black Horizon Truck Series. This is when you tell I'm getting tired, I'm stalling. Black Horizon Truck Series at the Milwaukee Mile. Should be a fun race as they kick off their first ever playoffs coming up here on Wednesday. So not many races this week, but we do have that doubleheader on Saturday with, of course, the VOR kicking off with USRC. So it should be a lot of fun there. All right, going to head out. Congratulations to Dylan Alt on the win. And as always, viewers, appreciate you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Appreciate all the racers for joining us tonight. And as always, we like to say here, this isn't just a game. It's iRacing. See ya.
Let go of fear, you're holding the fire smoldering, it's starting all over again. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, burning inside. I got a feeling that I ought to know it, yeah. Every time I grip the wheel, I begin to feel I know what I'm in for. A white knuckle ride. You got a fix for me, you know what I need. Oh, it's a breakneck speed.
Elkhart, Wisconsin, for race number 4 of the new season at Road America. It's time to swap it up a bit. Let's go road course racing. Let's see who can handle their car the best, who can manage their tires the best, who can dominate on this 14-turn, 4-mile track, who can claim a victory this week and take home the checkered flag. Good luck, guys.
Get strong.